Hello, folks. Welcome back to 3-4 Talk.
Hello.
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Stabby.
Stabby. We're feeling stabby already.
Yeah.
Leigh's got the knife out. Okay, I love it. It's been a fun week. How is everyone? We're ready to party.
So ready.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
So ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Always.
good. Because we've got someone else joining us this week, folks.
What?
Yeah. Shall we introduce them and bring them in? What do you reckon, ladies?
Yes. I think we
Yeah.
should.
All right, spare brothers and sisters, we have a special guest joining us this week. So please rattle your bucklers, shake your spears, and please welcome she who comes with the scoop, author of a Regency Guide to Modern Life and the senior TV editor for Collider, the Karakali herself, Carly Lane Perry. Welcome, Carly. I feel like you need to be in the middle here, so let me just move Leigh-A around. There we go. You're in the middle.
Oh, goodness.
That's fine.
No pressure.
No pressure.
You're not surrounded by stabbies or anything. It's
No.
fine.
And folks, wrong one. That one. There we go. Folks, Carly has only just started book 6 of Wheel of Time. So no spoilers past Fires of Heaven. That's book number 5. And if you want a context of what happened, sometimes the books merge together. There's a few of them. That is the scene with Moraine and Melindhra at the docks. Nothing past that, please. Okay. And if you do, the mods will just stab you in chat. So feel free. You are safe. But yeah, welcome
Yes, this
to
is
3-4
definitely
Talk.
a safe space.
We say with all our stabbies. So, Carly, you've been busy. You've been going around to a few different. You've done a couple of shows, and you were on Talk Around Riyadh last week, and Dusty Wheel. You're a popular person at the moment. How does that feel?
I mean, the funny thing is, and I think I said this on Talk Around Riyadh too, was like when I tweeted about doing a Wheel of Time podcast, I think within the span of a couple hours, I was like talking to Riyadh, and then Mel DM'd me, and then a couple days later, Anas was like, "Hey, I'm looking for people to do Dusty Wheel chats." So it was literally like, and then the funniest part on top of it was trying to figure out scheduling, because there was at one point where it literally could have been Dusty Wheel and then y'all and then Talk Around Riyadh, and in my head I went, I don't know that I can do back to back to back.
Yeah.
So I told Mel, I was like, what if we do the 18th instead? Like I gave myself a bit of a, but then I was like, I'm stretching the fun out a little bit longer, so I'm not.
That's good.
It is
Well,
very
I hope
wise.
that you get to be on many, many more. There's a ridiculous amount of Wheel of
Oh.
Time podcasts and
So
shows
many.
and stuff.
We all
And
have a
they're
hive
all-
mind, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody has different flavors. So like every time you go on one of those conversations, you have a completely different conversation. So you can stretch it out for yourself too. Stretch out the fun.
Yeah. And have you actually started the podcast yet? I mean, or was that like a little tease? Please help me be a guest. I want to talk Wheel of Time, or are you actually starting a podcast? I'm
No,
curious.
I mean, I will say, like, full disclosure, I know nothing about the production aspect of things, so that's probably my biggest hurdle is the actual construction of one. But I will say there have been maybe DM conversations about potential things, and we'll see.
Right?
We'll see. I'm not above literally just going straight to Amazon and being like, we need a Wheel of Time show.
yes.
Look at
Please.
AMC has Interview with the Vampire. HBO literally just did one. They're doing one for True Detective Night Country. Like, what better time in the window between seasons 2 and 3? Because at this point, it's probably not going to be till 2025.
I know.
Yeah.
right?
Like, let's do rewatch pod. Let's start from the beginning of season 1. We'll just go through. I will talk to as many people as Amazon will allow me to. Like, go from the beginning, and we'll just, who doesn't want to watch Wheel of Time again?
Yeah.
We are big fans of all of the behind the scenes
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
casting crew, and we'd love to like hear more from all of the crew. We want to hear from the stunt team. We want to hear from the set team. Like we'd love to hear from everybody who's worked behind the scenes who hasn't had a chance to talk about their work, because there's just so much good stuff happening on that show.
Yeah, totally. And there's
Absolutely.
a lot of people in the community who would help you with the production piece. I'm sure of it. Everybody's
Oh, yeah.
really nice and supportive. There's no like competition. It's always like, oh, there's a new podcast. Let's like promote it. So I'm sure you would have many people that would help you learn the production part. And it's fun to learn. Just speaking
It
from my own
really is.
experience, it's fun.
The best community, because there really is no gatekeeping. So like you
Yes.
could not choose a more perfect group, book, show, community to get into a podcast with.
I was gonna say, what's like the opposite of gatekeeping when it comes to spoilers? Like everyone, I think that's the only thing people have been like, do not spoil. Like, no one go into her mentions and say anything about the books. I will
Very
like,
protective.
I mean,
Yeah.
any spoiling that's happened, I've pretty much done to myself. Like I've willingly gone into that territory because I feel like at some point certain things are going to get spoiled for me, whether I want them to be or not. So it's better to just be, but at the same time, I don't know that necessarily being spoiled about something ruins my ability to enjoy how it plays out in the book itself. Like I knew what was going to happen with Maureen and Lanfear because I got spoiled for that, but it didn't take away the enjoyment of getting to that scene and like seeing it all play out. Cause I was still like, oh my God, like I was pretty gripped by that moment.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like people talk about not seeing clips from the show as it's close to coming out and stuff. And I don't, while I know what's going to happen in that particular second or a few seconds that you've seen, I don't know how it's going to fit in with the whole episode and how that fits in with the season. So it still feels like a surprise to me, even though I've seen that little snippet. So I'm the same. Although I was listening to you on Talk Around Riyadh, you're talking about Googling things and getting spoiled and stuff like that.
I did. I looked.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Which-
that's the problem. You look and then you're like, I'm just going to keep reading. Oh, okay. But I can't. I have no one to blame but myself is the thing. So it's fine. It's fine.
What's the spoiler that you know that you wish you didn't know?
Without naming names, it's someone who dies at the end of the series.
I
Oh.
figured it was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that I know because now I don't know. I think I can go in a little bit more prepared to accept the death, so the said death, as opposed to having my heart ripped out of my chest, which I'm sure is going to happen multiple times in the course of reading. Anyway, I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
It happened as soon as I started, like going back to the Maureen and Lanfear thing. I knew that was going to happen, and then I get to her letter to Rand, and that was the thing that got me. Like that's when I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
started getting a little emotional. So
Totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Carly, when we have a guest on, we like to do a little segment called Fear the Spear. It's our IEL interview process. So I hope you're ready because I think it might be time for you to face Fear the Spear. So here we go. Okay, so we do have
I'm
some
trying
guineas.
to keep a mean face and I can't.
I know, right? We
No,
can't.
I absolutely can't.
I'm just like so excited for you to answer these questions.
I love the music though.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
and
I have
see,
totally done this.
Smile about this part.
Yeah.
About
Normally
stuff.
we do like the news bit first, but because we were chatting to you already, I was like, we need to kick straight into David.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah,
I think this is a good way to,
Yeah.
kick things off.
Yeah.
Before we do our little randomizer on our questions, Carly, firstly, you need to tell us your name, society, and clan.
okay.
No
I
pressure.
mean, I know. Now I kind of like Cara Carly though. Like I'm gonna keep that.
you have Bain&Chiad to thanks for that, by the
The
way.
chief.
No,
Yeah, she gave him a
Yeah.
She's brilliant.
The chief of Carly's is pretty good. Like I'll claim that. I mean, I've thought about this too, like society wise. Like I'm like, I don't know. I feel like instead of like farmerize, it would be like tall. I'd be like tall Marays or something.
Love it.
The tall maiden, because I'm like over 6 feet. This is like difficult for people who don't know me in person,
So
but
you're
I'm
like a normal sized maiden.
yeah.
you're like really, literally ideal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
People who have never met me in person, and then they're like, oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I give off tall person energy a lot of the time.
That has happened to all of us. Like, we all met online, and then when we go to conventions, it's like, oh, you're really tall, or oh, you're not as tall as I thought you were. It's always an interesting thing.
Yeah. I'm usually the tallest person at like any professional event, I think. I've met like one other person that's around my height, like anytime I'm in a professional circle, and that's really funny.
So I have a question for you because I'm 5'9", so definitely like a little shorter than you. But I love wearing heels. And so normally I am like at work events, like 6 feet. At conventions, I'm like 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". Do you like wearing heels as a actual tall person?
It depends on the heel. Like I'm chunky heels, sure. Like boots, like I love a good knee-high leather, but like it's harder for me to wear now because I live in the South. Like I used to live up in New York City, and winter leather boots in the winter, like best. But like I can't really get away with that anymore. So, but I can't wear like a stiletto. Like I can't wear a thin heel because my balance is just terrible. It's like once I get past a certain height, I'm just like I'm up there like So I if it's a thick heel, I can get away with it and then be pretty confident. But otherwise, it's like
love it.
Yeah,
I love when all women wear heels and they're just like, suck it up, short people.
Own it, yeah.
Okay. Time to spin the wheel. Bain&Chiad, you can go first.
Okay.
This is our special pick a question wheel, Carly. So
oh,
it's got fun sound effects.
I like the purple because purple is my favorite color.
Oh, we knew that, and we did it just for
Yeah, we
you.
planned that for sure.
This is Purple Rocks Hold that you've come to.
Yeah,
as well, so,
Yes, we are Purple Rocks Hold.
So you get question 9 to kick it off with.
All right, Carly, if you were to start a new warrior society, what would their special skill set be?
Oh man, that's a good question. I feel like I was gonna have one, and then my brain just thought of another one. Like
you can give us both. Both is
well,
okay.
the first one I thought of was like good at editing because that's my day job, and I feel like I'm very good at like looking over someone's work and just making it as grammatically and correct and as little like free of spelling errors as possible. But then I thought one of my like lesser known talents is I'm pretty good at deciphering handwriting. Like even the most chicken scratch kind of handwriting that you can I've had people tell me that well, my handwriting's impossible to read, and I'll look at what they've written down and be like, oh, so you want to go here on Saturday? And they're like, what do you? Okay. So I feel like special skill set, it would be like reading anyone's handwriting, regardless of how bad it is.
Nice.
Even though spies aren't a IEL thing, like I feel like that would be some sort of spy society. Like you can decode it.
Decoding, like decoders or something would be a good one.
I feel like I need to send you my mom's handwriting because I have a card from her and I don't know what half of it says.
Oh my gosh. Here's the trick for me is like, if I can't get the full sentence, I'll go to certain words, and then usually it's just context to put the rest of the sentence together. Right. So I'm like, all right, I know what this word says and this word says. So this word is probably the.
Code breaking. That's what it is. Brilliant.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We haven't had that one yet, so that's a great choice.
Yeah, that's a new society for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. All right, Mel, let's see what question you get to ask. Question 5.
Carly, if you can pick only one, what Wheel of Time character would you take with you to guard your back during a raid on another clan's hold?
I mean, I know I probably can't do wrong with any woman from Wheel of Time, but like my first choice is probably always going to be Avienda in this kind of a situation.
Yeah.
Like,
correct choice.
Yes.
I mean, you know, Egwene, Nynaeve, like very powerful channeler is probably not bad to have at your back in these kinds of situations. But like for a specific raid situation, I think I would want an Aiel, because she would know like probably the best way to proceed. You know, like if we need to be stealth, or do we need to just go in like veils up? You know. Mm-hmm. What's the move here? She'd probably be my advisor too in terms of like invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
I can't wait for you to read more of the books and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Leigh-A, your question. Question 2. Okay.
Who would you fan cast to portray?
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's only for people who have
yeah, so we need
who
to
are role playing.
Carly.
Right.
The Kara Karn.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Who would portray the Kara Carly? Because now they have to be on the show, right?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, there we go.
That's true. I mean, I'm trying to think. I will say I instinctively feel like someone who's really tall, like it would have to be like Elizabeth Debicki, or someone who's like an actress that is over 6 feet. And I know she is, because I've talked to her about being tall, or like Gwendolyn Christie would probably be another one that I would.
Yeah, I was thinking Gwendolyn Christie would be a good choice.
Actresses that are, you know, and I love her as Brienne in Game of Thrones. So I feel like I'd probably. Oh yeah, I'd probably say Gwendolyn Christie just for the purposes of the Wheel of Time world.
Yeah, and she's like a good like I'm the leader of gravitas that she could pull off. She could pull off like Ruark level vibes.
Yeah, just dye her hair. I think she can do it.
Yeah, totally.
I love that.
Or cool wig. I feel like she'd be short hair, so she won't have like weird hair stuff going on with the wigs.
Yeah.
This is true. All right, one last random question, and then we have some specific questions for you as well. So
okay.
This is your last, because we like to mix it up a little bit. We're going straight to question 12. This is one of the best questions I think you will ever get. Please tell us, who in the Wheel of Time do you most want to stabby stab?
Oh man. See, here's my issue sometimes is that in reading the books, I'm like super engaged, and then as soon as I put the book down, I'm like, wait, what was that character's name again? So my memory is a little bit full of holes. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I will say, like, a lot of the Dark Friends recently, I've been very inclined. What's the name of the Dark Friend that's traveling with the Aiel? I'm trying to remember his name, and then he murders the other.
Oh, Kadir.
Yes.
Oh, Kadir. Yes.
100%. He was like the biggest person I wanted to stab reading that book, just from an utter slime ball perspective.
He's pretty gross. I'm really glad that is the recent dark friend you were thinking of and not any other ones, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, when you said that, I also, Mel, was just like,
Yeah, I was like, eyes emoji.
Yeah. Okay, so we have some particular questions. Does anybody want to go first? We'll take one each. Does anybody want to dive in first?
Did you put them in the order that I wrote them down?
Yes, it did.
Then I'll take one of the first ones.
Okay.
Okay. Besides thirsting for Landfear, what would motivate you to swear to the dark?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like that's a good question. I mean, I do think there's a bit of an appeal in potentially making a deal for like, not necessarily immortality, but like I would want to have more hours in my day to do more things. Like that would be a deal I would make with the dark one. I'd be like, can I have more time to like watch TV and read books? Because that's what I would use with those hours. And I think that's my biggest struggle sometimes is like in my profession, wanting more time to like watch shows outside of shows that I have to watch for work and then like read books outside of like, at this point, books have become my non-work thing, which I think is why I've latched so hard onto Wheel of Time, because I'm like, look at all these books I can read when I'm not working. So I think that'd be my thing, is because I feel like I'll never have enough time to read all the books I want to in my lifetime. So then that's when I would be like, hey, let's see, could you make this happen for me?
I feel like that's a really good motivator for pretty much any book nerd. So
Yeah.
I feel like you could probably take your Cara Carly duties and like translate that into the hierarchy of the Dark Friend and just recruit a bunch of
exactly.
nerds with that.
No, stop.
And everyone can just be like, I'm not a dark friend, it's just a special book club, okay?
Exactly. It's just a book club.
It's just a book club.
Wow. Okay. Bain&Chiad, would you like the next one?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
Which Wheel of Time book plot would make the best musical?
Oh man. I mean, admittedly, I'm like also, I have to stay within a certain range, right? I don't know why instinctively my first answer would be something with the circus plot.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
like Elaine up on the, high wire in her like tight white pants, and then like I feel like it would be like Greatest Showman or whatever, but Wheel of Time.
I love it. Yes.
And then you can have all the animals
going on right there.
Yeah, Nynaeve just like punching people, but then the red dress or whatever, just
Yes.
That is a brilliant answer.
I think it's perfect. You should pitch that to Wraith. Let's
oh
go.
my gosh, it was so funny. I talked to Donal. I was like, congrats on Hades Town, and then I said, like, we should do a musical episode. And I think he told me, if memory serves, Wraith is a big musical fan. So
I read that article like an hour ago. So
did you?
Okay.
Yeah,
I was refreshing my
said.
memory. And, no, and that's exactly what he said. I was like, it's just perfect, absolutely perfect. Because it was like a mention of Scrubs as well, wasn't it? So
yeah, because the musical like Scrubs or whatever.
Yeah.
The only issue with the circus plot is there's no Matt in it. We wouldn't get Donal singing, so we would have to figure out how to get Donal in.
We put Donal in as like the strong man, give him like a mustache or something, so he's there like hiding in the background.
Do a Rand musical number, and then you can have everybody.
Okay.
Everyone's dreaming, but they're also singing. Maybe the whole musical has to be in Rand.
Maybe so.
And you could explain why it's weird that people are singing because they're in a dream.
That is so good.
Just like Grey's Anatomy, right? Isn't that the one where she's like in a coma and then everyone's singing?
Yeah.
Like, she was in a coma the whole time. It's like, they were in Tel'aran'rhiod the whole time.
Yeah, and then on Buffy, there was some sort of like demon that made everybody sing.
I do remember that one. Yeah, Buffy had that. It's funny. I've never watched that. I've seen some Grey's Anatomy. I've never watched that episode, but it's so well known that I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about as soon as you said Grey's Anatomy. Like, oh yeah, that episode. That would be
And
hilarious.
Such a stupid episode that's meant to be serious, but they're all the cast is so talented at the singing, and there's this one song where there's 3 or 4 of them doing a remix of a song that's sung by one person, and I'm like, but I want that as opposed to the original.
That does happen. Okay, Leigh-A, perfect. You have the next question.
What would the Regency guide advise Amanda about her current relationship dilemma?
I mean, I'm
Also,
assuming
explain what the Regency guide is if people don't have context.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's kind of a silly little, well, it's a humor book, but it's also like advice. And the whole concept of it is like a Regency lady kind of giving advice about modern day problems. So she's very much like, gentle readers, like, I will tell you exactly what you need to do. But, it's very tongue in cheek. Like it doesn't, but also I think the whole point is that you still want it to be good advice. Like it's not some lady out here being like trying to give advice that would actually not be good for anyone to follow. I'm assuming the current relationship dilemma is telling Elaine about what happened in the with Rand.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
it's whatever part of the dilemma that you want it to be.
Yeah. I mean, and Lady A, that's who writes the Regency guide. I think she would probably say that honesty is the best policy. I think she would say that, the longer you keep a secret in like that, the more damage and harm it does. So like better to just be upfront about it when you get a chance. And the you'd be surprised at what being honest with someone can lead to. Like honestly, don't think it, maybe there'll be a little bit of hurt feelings, but like in the long run, I think everybody's going to be better for it. And I know that that's a spoiler that I also know is probably accurate. So, but it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sad for you about the spoilers,
No, okay. It was very funny though because I was in a work meeting and I'm one of very few people on staff that know Wheel of Time plot points. And someone was like, "Doesn't Rand have like 7 or 8 girlfriends in the show?" And I went, "You're not far off." I won't spoil it, but you're not far off.
Then now, I love this. Patrick Leigh-A in chat going back to the previous question. A Luca contender, Nathan Alan Luca. To do the musical aspect of it particularly as well. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be so good.
Yeah, that's great.
I got very
Okay. All right, your final question for Fear the Spare, Carly. What was your favorite moment about Prague, and why was it seeing Magdalena Sotova performing stunts in person?
I mean, 100% the stunt thing, but also it's probably standing in the 2 rivers holding a cold ale, and just being immersed in the setting. And I was like, I can't believe I'm just getting to stand here right now. I mean, I had the same reaction just being on the Tarvalon set and like walking in the street. Being in Swan's office and everything and all that stuff. So just being in the world, that's probably my favorite. Not the jet lag or, flying back on my flight with like serious headache from the jet lag. But I was like, it's all worth it. It's all worth it.
Yeah. Did you get caught in all the travel issues? Because I only had to come across in the UK, so it was easy for me, and I managed to sneak out just before it all happened. But some people got major delays trying to get in from America.
I didn't. I was lucky, but I knew a couple journalists that were supposed to be on the set visit, and one of them didn't show up until the morning we had to be on the 2 Rivers set. Like he got there hours before, which could not have been me. And then I know at least one other person just had to turn around and go home. Because they got stranded in London. They couldn't make their connect. They were flying from I think California, and so they had a connecting flight in London, which I had one way I had a connecting flight in London, and another way I had a connecting flight in Amsterdam. But he was trying to connect in London, and then his flight from London to Prague got canceled, and he couldn't book another one that would get him to Prague in time, so he had to just turn around and go home, which I was like, so I would have been devastated. Like,
that's awful.
That is, yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I have a whole separate story about how I had to get my passport expedited to even go to the set visit. because it expired during COVID. Because who's traveling during a pandemic?
Right.
That, you know.
I did the same thing.
And I was like, oops. But they won't expedite your passport unless you're less than 2 weeks from your planned travel date. So I had to get the very nice people at the Atlanta passport office to but they'll do it if you can show them like I have to fly out on this date. And they're like, here's your passport tomorrow.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have done.
that's
I did lose my passport the week I was meant to move to New Zealand when I was much younger, and I did have to go and do the single day service in London, and wait 8 hours for them to approve and make my passport. So I can understand how that feels.
Yep.
Chat
That's
is
nice.
so going back to Prague for a second. Patrick says you missed out, and you probably need some context for this because.
Oh, I saw the Trollocs for sure.
But did you do this?
No, I can safely say I didn't. I think at one point though we were taking pictures and somebody said, I want to say someone said something like, "Don't touch them."
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe. I think at one point we weren't sure if they were real though. We were like, "Is this you know?"
like an accolade on the ground.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You're gonna do like a jump scare.
I mean, it's very possible considering the entire set, which obviously I can't mention.
Yeah.
Considering that, it would have. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
we
how
had to
someone
be.
might have
I'm
considered
sure
that.
you also had to be very sneaky with pictures on that. So.
Oh yeah. So,
Mm.
but yeah, amazing.
Flamingo, I agree. They're just misunderstood, and all they need is a good cuddle, especially the bird one.
Especially,
I was
Bain
gonna
and
say
Chiad
it looked very snuggly on the ground there.
it was very snuggly. I didn't get any snuggles back, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's,
Selfish.
yeah,
Yeah.
selfish. Yeah, I mean, it's not bird trolloc, and
No.
Like
That's
friend
not
material.
Ooh,
Yeah.
can we just like force that question upon her? Instead of spinning the
that
wheel.
one. Oh,
I was gonna
Just-
bring it up.
Oh yeah, okay. So this
Bonus
is
Fear the Spirit question.
Bonus question.
bonus for this
We're
question
still
number
in Fear the
13.
Spear. We haven't voted yet.
Trollocs are hot, true or false?
I feel like if we weren't supposed to think they were hot, they wouldn't have nipples.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
So-
I'll take that.
This is a very good.
That's my answer to that question.
Love that.
I
That's
love that
amazing.
logic.
You okay?
Where's Kevin? Are you all right over there?
Yeah, have you come across Kevin on Twitter time yet?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the nipples.
I think my favorite. Maybe I'm misremembering this, but I feel like there is a Photoshop that he made that was like Trolloc heads in place of Trolloc nipples. Like the Trolloc's nipples were other Trollocs. Why do I feel like that's a thing that I've seen Kevin make?
It is, yes.
Okay,
Probably.
I remember. No, but I remember. I remember my first introduction to Kevin was because Collider got an exclusive about the Trolloc makeup in season 2, and everybody was tagging Kevin into my mentions, like, Kevin, they did this. Kevin, they did this for you, and I was like, I mean, maybe, but also who's Kevin? And then that was my introduction. And then I think at one point he replied to me on Twitter and was like, "Thank you for this gift" or something. But it was like an exclusive, and then them talking about the Dark Friend social scene in the cold open with the Trolloc that the little
Trolloc
girl
that was
meets
just
the Trolloc.
hungry.
Yeah.
I still can't watch that scene and not think he's about to bite her hands off.
Yes.
I still get so nervous. It's so well done that
No.
Yeah.
like
So
it's
cute
like,
and cuddly. Why would he
no,
do that?
no, it is.
Okay,
just wanna
I think
snuggle
it's
him.
safe to say that Carly has passed Fear the Spear.
Yes,
I
very
Oh my
much.
gosh. Completely 100%. No
Does
comment.
chat want to vote on it or like
No.
No.
Chad doesn't get a vote.
No,
No.
they don't need to vote. But after that intense questioning and spear pointing, we need a cleansing moment, Carly. So please
Mhm.
enjoy our palate cleanser
Zen.
here on Threefold Talk, the Zen moment, which is
Butt rock.
Gosh.
Butt rock.
Butt rock, yes.
This is the longest butt rock I've ever heard.
It's a very long butt rock. We'll change the music because get all zen.
I ever read.
We're just gonna leave butts
There
on
we
the
go.
screen.
Yep. What did Carly needed the
good.
full experience? So how was
Yes.
that, Carly? Was
That's
that?
good.
I mean, it was incredible. Thank you.
That was a-
Thank you for
that
that.
was a deep
Thank you for
dive.
that cleansing. Yes,
You're most
I
welcome.
feel thoroughly cleansed.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. So, Kev's like, with that answer, it's a unanimous pass about passing in the spin.
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely got a bestie for life with that answer. Okay, so before we go into Daily Veil and talk about a few bits and pieces that have happened this week, we do need to say goodbye to Twitter. So goodbye, Twitter.
Bye,
You're gonna
Twitter.
get half dresser. So have fun. Come join us here on YouTube, and just enjoy the rest of the fun that we have. But let's kick it off because we have lots of fun intros here. So we're going to kick it off and do the Daily Veil because we're doing it backwards today. So here we go.
Spear brothers and sisters,
It is time to cover up your face.
for the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
Yeah, we're just a smidge dramatic here, Carly. Don't worry. But, yeah, so what shall we... I thought the music just broke down for a second. What shall we kick it off with, folks?
Audition script.
Or you do straight to the audition script?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Carly, I assume it's in this, but if not, here we go. What series has found a bit of a scoop for us? A sneak peek to a season 3 audition tape. So I don't. This is
This.
you had.
No, I hadn't.
Oh, you had.
Ooh.
I saw the
Oh.
headline and then I was like, I'll come back to read this. And then I, like so many other days, got sidetracked with all the work things. So I'm like,
Yeah.
now I'm excited. But now I'm excited because this is the first.
Yes.
Yes.
I've had a look through
Live
it.
reaction.
Yeah. So what we'd like to do here with these Carlys, we like to actually act the scene out. When what series find them. So would you perhaps be willing to play one of the parts?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Wonderful. I love that. That's amazing. Folks, I threw Carly on the spot there immediately. So I appreciate that, Carly. Thank you very much.
She's game.
But yes, this is a conversation between someone they believe is Samael and an unknown character. Obviously, there was a code name used, and they just replaced it with Samael for us to make it easier. And just a reminder, this is just an educated guess on the part of what series. But obviously, we know Samael's in the show because they were mentioned in season 2. So this is the scene here. It's not overly long. It's between someone who's unknown as Samael, and then we'll talk about the script. So, does anybody want to volunteer to do the scene with Carly? Mel?
Mel.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mel.
Always.
You're always
100%.
So good at
Sam
this.
Mello. Play Sam Mello.
Okay. Carly, you're the guest, so you get to choose. You can be the unknown character, or you can be Samael.
I'll do unknown character.
Okay. All right.
Making me play my boss. He's gonna take me out.
I love this. Okay, go for it, ladies.
Where is it?
5 seconds. You can't even wait 5 seconds for an answer. It's disappointing.
I agree. I'd read you were one of the greatest generals of your age. I'm surprised I was able to capture you so easily.
I wasn't the greatest general. I was a visionary, a pioneer, a conqueror. In my time, there were no armies. Hadn't been for centuries. Knives were used for cooking, not killing. And as for military tactics, they'd all been long forgotten. I discovered the art of war. Me. I taught my people to be soldiers. I taught those soldiers to form armies. And I taught those armies to follow me.
Well, they're not here now, are they?
They're not. It's just you and me.
I'm not afraid of you, Samael. And you'll answer my question eventually. Where is it? It's all right. I can wait.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? You can't. Your magic holds me here. You can't move from that spot. Can't eat, or breathe, or sleep, or shit. You can't do any of those things you mortals have to do to stay alive. I'm not your prisoner. You're mine. And if there's one thing I've gotten rather good at these last 3,000 years, it's waiting.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
Yay!
I love that. I'm so glad that you got to do Samael there, Mel, because I read this earlier. I'm like, I need to talk Mel into this.
Sam's more.
Yeah, let's face it, I was like,
That's good.
So as said before, obviously Samael was name dropped in episode 8 of season 2, and it looks possibly from this that we're getting his on-screen debut during season 3, but that's obviously not guaranteed. And the scene, he appears to be shielded by a channeler of the current age. Can't tell exactly who. It doesn't really give anything a plot-wise, but that's okay. It gives a sneak peek into Samael, how he's being played in the show, how he sees his history and stuff. So very exciting. Anybody? Mel, he's your boss. You're pretty excited about this, I'm guessing.
I'm excited my boss is in the show. Yeah. That bodes well for my existence.
Bodes well. Well, no, Mel, we're still doing the camp. So, Carla, we have a campaign, or more precisely, I have a campaign. So Mel should play Mel in the TV show.
No.
So next time you're hanging out with Rafe, just be like, remind them, I found you, Mel, by the way. So
Stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all want this. Manifesting.
Manifesting.
Mel, I think, is the hashtag.
Manifesting Mel. Yeah.
Mel for Mel, I think we had to.
Oh, Mel for Mel.
Yeah.
Mel for
Mel.
Mel.
Yes, Mel for Mel. This is true. But yeah, I think this is exciting.
Yeah.
Samael potentially captured by someone else or held by someone else. That's an intriguing concept.
That's really interesting that it's in. They said it was a season 3 script, right?
They believe so, yes.
Interesting.
Or like audition sides, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because usually it's like, it might not be an exact scene, but they're trying to get somebody, you know. But there's also a part of me that's like, yeah, it's probably, I don't know if it'll end up like in the show verbatim. Because I was sitting here going through it going, I mean, it kind of sounds like it could be someone even as like strong as Rand. But then I'm like, I don't know if it's just more that they're just like, we just did a little scene for casting purposes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't end up in the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When there's always so much rewrite anyways, like in like on scene, which the actors talk to you about. But like they change the script sometimes on scene a little bit. So
yeah. On the day. Or like, I mean, it also might be if they're trying to see like chemistry read stuff too. Like it wouldn't surprise me if sometimes they'll do like the one-off, like just them reading to camera, and then they'll do the because I think they've talked before about how Yosha and Natasha had to do like chemistry reads for Rand and Lanfear.
Yep.
Because they were trying to, I think when they were trying to find Lanfear, they had to do chemistry reads with the actresses. So
yeah.
Yeah, right. The like #1 Randfear shipper apparently is Yosha Shadowski.
I know, right?
It's like, what if they just got married? It's fine, guys. Right?
He is so adorable. Like I can't deal with him.
So funny. I kept asking him too about Lanfear. I was like, what's gonna happen? And he was like, and then he kept going back to it. I was like, so how is the betrayal gonna like affect his relationship with romance going forward? I want to know these things. And he was like, I don't know. It's complicated. She's still there. And I'm like, good.
I love that. Apparently he's I got talking to Sarah when I was in Prague, and she was joking about because Yosha's read all the books, he knows all the book story, and she keeps having to say to him, dude, stop trying to be book 13 Rand, like be book 2 Rand now, pull it back. So I could have to see him having fun when you're asking me questions about Lanfear and him just like playing along with it, because he's that kind of person, you know.
I mean, it's so funny. I think he's literally, I don't know if anyone else has read all of them. because I've talked to a couple of people and asked if they like to read as they go, which seems to be the general consensus.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
when I talked to Kira and Ayula, they were both like, I don't want to read beyond where my character is, but I use the books to kind of, like, even Kira was like, I put quotes from the books in my scripts or something. It was like super cute. She likes to use
Yeah,
those.
she's gonna take quotes, yeah.
As
Which
like
I
a side
want.
reference.
Can we auction off those scripts, please?
Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah.
The Kira annotated scripts. Yeah.
That'd be cute. I think at one point they were talking about how two people, and they didn't name who they were in like a book reading kind of almost competition. And I'm assuming it was Yosha and maybe Marcus. And then I think Marcus maybe like decided to stop at some point. But they were like neck and neck for a while. 'Cause I think Marcus had said he'd read farther.
I thought maybe it was Maddie and Yosha, but I'm not sure.
But I thought she said she was one of those read
Well,
one.
and I also feel like at some point Rosamund said she had read all the way through the books. Like once she started working.
Yes.
She's also an
Yeah,
executive producer now on it.
Yeah.
So like she's gotten like she went all in on Wheel of Time.
For sure. And
It's
like doing the audiobooks now and everything.
I know. I hope she does all of them because I'm not even a big audiobook person, but I would buy them just to listen to her read Wheel of Time for me.
I'm holding off till she finishes all of them so I can do an entire Rosamund. Starting New Year's, I always try to do a re-listen to the book. So right now I'm in The Great Hunt. And this is a Rosamund book, and I'm just like, I want to listen to it, but I'm like, nope, sticking to my guns.
I have listened to it. I'm near the end of Eye of the World of Rosamund's narration, but I have lots of thoughts about it. But I want to wait till everyone's listened to it so I can share them. And I don't want to I have feelings.
13 years, unless she does more. Well, but if you
anyway,
listen,
moving on. Moving on.
There's just one comment on that. She did an interview that was at the end of the Michael Livingston Origins books, and her mother is a director of audiobooks. So, and I think her mother actually directs her in these audiobooks.
Yeah.
Which I'm so I really want to hear your comments, but also
Well,
anyway,
you just have to wait 14 years. Right. Let's talk musical news because Hadestown did a fun little preview. For anyone who doesn't know that this Donal Thin is going to be in Hadestown. Bunch of us are going in May and a few of us going in February to see him perform, so it's going to be fun. But yeah, they dropped this minute clip.
I'm Bella. I'm Madeline. And I'm Ali. We all use she, her pronouns, and we are Theyre. Welcome to our behind the scenes look at the Hadestown rehearsal. Come with us, darling.
Morning, Bella.
Morning.
What are we doing this morning?
We are doing chant one. Basically, we do everything in section, so some will do a little bit more when we get direction, but right now, we're just having fun.
Little tap action there.
There he is. So cute.
I wasn't playing this just for fun. He was in this. I knew this, so don't worry about it. So this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
I am so jealous.
Yeah,
I want to come over and visit.
Carly, did they send you out to things like this if you ask, or did you only get the TV show stuff?
Probably not this, but I will say, like, I would go to London pretty much anytime we went there on our honeymoon because I did go to London for the first time a few years ago. I did a set visit for the Tim Burton Dumbo remake that they did a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was only there for like a day or two, and I went, this is lovely. I would like to stay here forever. And so then when my husband was on that set visit with me at the time, because he works in the same industry. So when we got married, we were like, let's just go back to London for a week. So my goal now is to, like, at some point, we want to go back. We talk about that trip all the time because it was just so much fun. And we didn't even get to do, I think, half the things that we wanted to, but it's just so nice over there. My parents went for the first time last year, and they still, they're raving about it. I think literally it was because our honeymoon, my parents went. And they were like, yeah, it was great. We were staying right by the business district, and, got to see everyone getting off the tube every day. They were so cute. Like, we went and ate in a pub, and, like, they were just so excited about it. So
I love that. That's very cute.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of us going. I think it's like 10 of us going in February. No, in May, and then a few of us going in February as well. We make it a thing in Twitter at a time that if there's people hunt out for plays that the TV stars are in, Carly, and we just go. Bain&Chiad went with her friend Alice to see Barney what was the play he was in?
Not Barney, Donal. And
Donal,
we saw
sorry.
him.
Yeah.
We saw him in Sing Street in Boston.
That was it.
He was amazing in that. We got to meet him after, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then we went to a few of us went to see there was like 7 or 8 of us went to see Ola in Paradise Now, and then now we're chasing
Sophie and Medea.
So went to see Sophie play Medea, and then now we're off to see Donal in Hadestown and Natasha.
You guys,
not Latvia, Leandrin.
Oh, Kate Fleetwood.
Kate Fleetwood. She's doing a play in Bath in March. So yeah, we like to chase people around.
And then a couple of y'all went to Prague to see the Romeo and Juliet production.
Oh yeah, and then 5 of us went
your best friend. Come on.
Yeah, went to see the Prague Shakespeare Company put on Romeo and Juliet. That had Taylor, Jessica, and obviously Guy Roberts. And that was just absolutely insane.
Who is Rob's best friend?
Guy. There's a joke that Guy's my best friend.
Joke that they're buddies.
Obviously, his last name is named after Rob. So
right.
That's obviously what happened.
Well, Rob's last name is Guyberts.
Yeah. I'm Rob Guyberts. He's Guy Roberts. Yeah. How has that never been said before, actually? Wow.
Let's play our game
Winter's
before it
Lady.
gets too late.
It was Ayula Smart. Ayula Smart was in Paradise Now.
Yes. All right. Let's do enough of the news. Let's go back to our theme music.
Yes.
Funky time.
And is it time for the affirmations?
Yeah, so we like to do affirmations of love or just affirmations in general here, Carly. So Ruth, Mistress Leigh has stabby affirmations. There we go.
Love and stabbiness, yes.
Love and stabbiness.
There's a couple. I condensed 2 things into one, so it's very overflowing, and I can see some of them. But
you need a bigger tub for them, Leigh-A.
I know. I like the original tubs. You know what? I'll fucking figure it out. That's not an problem.
All right. Today's affirmation is
positive fucking vibes only.
There we go.
Love it.
Love it.
And that goes in the other tub.
There we go.
I like how there's a lack of punctuation in that, so you can like decide where you want the comma to go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that.
I love another guy saying Wheel of Time is just really a stealth project to increase play attendance.
Not mad
about that. That's not mad about that at all. So
that's the one thing I miss about living in New York too, is being so close to Broadway and off Broadway things, because I saw so many good shows while I was there, and Atlanta's known more for having more things film here now, but I don't think a lot of people come down here to do shows. So
they should.
That's fair.
They should.
That makes sense. Look, I don't live in London, but at least it's a close enough stretch that I can get there for a show. So yeah. All right.
Well, posted if a person does a play in New York and you're invited to the group that ends up going, or a weekend or a day thing, whatever.
Yeah. just if you see it, Carly, just be like, "I'll come," and people will absolutely have you in. So yeah, go and do it. But yeah, we are going to. I hope you're having fun, Carly. By the way,
Oh yeah,
we're different to a lot of other shows. Like, come on, you're like, let's talk these books, or let's interview, or let's do this, and we're just like, we'll throw some news out, we'll play some games, we'll do random questions. Yeah,
I love the games. Games are always fun.
Good. Because we were going to do we have a very special Fires of Heaven Mad Libs to do. Yes. So let me make sure I'm on the right page for things. Okay. Now, folks, if you're watching at home and you're like, Mad Libs, I didn't know you did Mad Libs, you've clearly never seen one of our Mad Libs before. And we have a high caliber of Mad Libs here on 3 Talk.
We do.
Very high.
I think the last time we did one was when we had, was it when London River was with us? That was the last time we've done one, wasn't it?
Yes.
And that was very impressive. So there's no pressure.
It was so good. We needed a really long break from them because it was just
we just kept reveling.
It was accurate, very accurate. Okay.
We're hyping this up way too much.
We are. But chat, what you need to do is we're going to ask you. But chat, no Mel. But chat.
Oh, wait, you just said but. So we have to.
Oh, I said but.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
you said but.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I said
it.
but, so I have to, do this.
Butt rock.
That's just a quick clip on that one. So yeah.
Oh, Harley.
Oh, sorry. Do you want that one as well?
Real quick. The maiden hand language. Fucking Wetlander. It's from the actual sign language. So the hook makes it a curse word, and then this is Wetlanders. So if Rob just starts screwing up, you can just do this. And
Wetlanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have a few clips we built over a few years of doing the show now. But yeah, chat, you get to moving on from the Wetlanders, you get to help us fill this in, as well as obviously we'll be filling it in too. So chat, you need to give us, we want 2 different body parts.
Yes. Well, I want to make a comment. This Mad Lib wins the world record for the most body parts needed. So there will be these first 2 are just the first 2 of many body parts. So
you guys are gonna have to
be
rip
thinking
out
of
your
body parts.
anatomy textbooks.
Yes. There are so many body parts in this one.
Okay, love this. All right.
That's what she said.
Okay. And then, ladies, we're going to kick it off. You can give us a body part, but also an ing verb.
Fucking.
Literally, that was my first.
All right.
Molly,
that's it.
We're starting strong.
I was gonna say we don't have to keep it PG.
No, this is not
no.
No, you're good.
This is not the PG show. We should have told you that much earlier.
What sort of body parts?
Definitely an after dark show.
It's clavicle, left
Uvula
nipple, right
is a
nipple.
good one.
Uvula.
Nomen Garden. Uvula.
Yes. All right, so
left pinky toe toenail.
Cab, save that for later.
Did you say we can do a body part too?
Yes, a body part from you lot as well.
We get another one.
Left nipples.
Elbow.
Just the one.
A lot of words. There was a lot of words there. I heard elbow and nipple and I don't know. What are we going for? Puts hair in chat, guys.
I mean, Carly's our guest, so if she says nipple, I say we go with nipple.
Or make it left nipple because I think the specificity is funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Left.
Yep.
Left is good.
You got to go with the writers.
When does somebody want to tell Carly that she's going to have to read this out? I'm joking. I'm actually joking on that one, Carly. Don't worry. That becomes my job. Right. So, chat. Give me an ing verb, and then ladies just give me a regular verb. And my left pinky toenail. Jesus, that's funny. Well done, Carl.
A regular verb.
Regular verb.
Moonwalk.
Yes, just a regular verb.
Moonwalk is good. I would just say hop. Yeah. Moonwalk is way better.
Sorry,
No, moonwalk.
like
Moonwalk.
like the Michael Jackson move.
Okay, moonwalk, right. Okay,
Get back,
nice,
take it back
nice.
now.
Ooh,
Scintillating. That's a fun one, actually.
good. Well done.
I did need an ing verb, actually. So
That's an adjective.
That's an adjective.
that is an adjective. Duh. Sorry. We'll save that for
do you
adjectives
need
anyway.
do you need an ing verb still?
I do need another ing verb as well.
Fluking.
What's
fluking?
fluking?
I don't
know what that
I don't know
is.
what fluking is.
I was
but
going to say spelunking as a
Ooh, I
ing
like
verb.
spelunking.
Spelunking. Okay.
Yeah,
Those
spelunking.
are highly specific words for coming up here.
Is that spell?
SPLU.
and
Here, I'll
Put it
type
in chat.
It's that.
I just want to make sure I spell that one correctly. To be honest. Oh, it's an okay. Speed. You're right.
Yeah, there's a hidden e in there.
That's why I was thinking I'm not writing it correctly. Okay.
Spelunking.
Nice.
Yeah, we definitely have to do penetrating at some point. Patrick.
Yes.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I need occupation and another body part still. obviously.
Gleeman maybe for occupation.
Gleeman's good. In
and
world, I
then-
like it. Yeah.
And then what was the other thing?
Another body part.
Another
Body
body
part.
part.
A cochlea.
Cochlea.
That's your inner ear.
I was gonna say,
Your
I was like,
inner
case you
ear.
didn't
that's
know.
an ear thing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my camera's having a moment. One
Is it
second.
just me or is Rob blurry?
Yeah,
No,
he is
no.
It's
blurry.
been blurry
Yeah,
for a while. There we go. That's
I
better.
fixed it.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go. I have to mess around
Smack
with
your
the-
camera.
Yeah, I know. I just saw that in chat. I was like, "What?" And I looked at myself again because I'm looking at the camera to do this editing. Yeah. Cochlea. Okay. I don't know how to spell that.
COCHLEA.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I just never know how to spell that word. Jack, keep giving us body parts.
So
a
Jack's
pass?
entire job is body
Body parts.
Yeah,
Jack,
only
just
body
say
parts.
body parts, and then
Okay.
someone needs to just start them for me. We need a past tense verb and then clothing, ladies.
Past tense.
Spooned.
Oh, that's good.
Spooned.
And then clothing.
Yes, please.
Ooh, girdle.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
This is great. Go. I'm laughing too much. I can't type.
Scarring body parts for you, Rob.
Okay, lovely. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Kevin. Oh my God. Yes, I'm using that one, Kevin. Third testicle. That is
I'm
great.
like, I can't even focus. I'm just reading chat.
Okay. Another past tense verb, and then we're going to change it up and get a noun, please.
Past tense verb. Yearned.
Yearned.
Good one.
And then
And
what was the
then-
other thing?
A noun.
A noun.
Treacle pudding.
Ooh.
Random.
Okay.
Treacle pudding.
What is that
Rob,
even?
we want to steal that one because it's fucking British.
Treacle pudding. Okay, so it's like a sponge dessert. Treacle is
I
like
just googled it.
treacle's like a yeah, there we go. To Google it. That's probably the
Ooh, it
funniest way
looks
to do it.
good.
Yeah, it's like a dark sugar version
Yum.
of like golden syrup or like a thick honey, something like that. Treacle is just made with like molasses and dark sugar and stuff, but it works in the similar principle.
We did a Harry
very, very
Potter
good.
Christmas one time, and I had to make that, and it was a fucking nightmare. It was a nightmare to make.
I just can't describe how well treacle pudding fits right there. So more body parts. Okay, yeah, we'll put
What
that one
is
in there.
Go Brother even doing? Why? Why?
Like, what is that
He's a
even?
medical professional. He's a medical professional.
All right,
He's
chat.
gonna
Keep
have all
coming.
the random fucking body parts.
This is true. Chat, keep coming with the body parts. I've used that one. Okay, let's throw that one in. I need another noun and a verb, ladies. So
But for noun.
Okay, first of all,
Well, no, that's a
Occupy.
body part. Sorry.
Occupy,
Don't use
right?
butt. Don't use butt. Don't use butt.
Pillow.
pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pillow as a
noun.
Noun.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell English is not my forte? This is why I ask for them.
Carly, do you have a noun that you like?
They need another noun, or
Or do you need a verb?
Now I need a verb.
No,
and then I need
Spank.
Yes, thanks. Good.
So yeah, that works so
Very
good.
Robert Jordan of you, Bain&Chiad.
That is very good. I need.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was the actual verb? Like, no, pick another one. That's what it was.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but it would be funny
it
if it
wasn't.
was. Okay, I need 2 different weapons.
2 different weapons.
Spear. No, that's too obvious. Too obvious.
No.
Warhammer.
Pool noodle.
Yes, pool noodle. Yeah.
And a cast iron skillet.
Yes, Leigh-A!
Yes! Look, those can kill a man. They're so heavy.
This is why I only have my smallest one that I do on this show.
Yeah, those are
other ones, and I either almost break my computer or I almost break myself or my arm.
They're so
Oh my
heavy.
god. I cannot describe how well pool noodle has just worked out across this. Because like I have to. There's like a couple places where
Don't save it for later. Save it for later.
Stop teasing us.
Wait, did
it's
you
so
get,
good. Right.
Did you get to weapon yet?
Yeah, we did
yes,
pool
I
noodle.
just did
Okay,
the
yeah.
first one.
Okay.
Cast
Okay.
iron
And you
skillet.
get my.
Yeah,
there's
one repeats and
Yeah.
yeah. And the second weapon was cast iron frying pan.
Yeah.
This
Skillet.
is so good.
Cast iron skillet. Sorry,
Cast iron skillet.
Mm-hmm.
skillet.
Skillet specifically. It's very different than frying pan.
This Mad Lib has the potential to be our best yet, I think.
Oh, this is so good. Seriously. Just because I read the sentence with them. Okay, and this one appears again as well. Where did I see weapon 2? There.
I feel like we'll need Carly to we'll do this one, and then I don't know if we have the other graphic available to read the other one and get her to vote on which one she likes better. Even though I know she's gonna have a bias.
If we have time.
She's gonna have a bias.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have time.
She is
Okay.
gonna have a bias for sure. That's the other. Yeah.
So chat is still giving us body parts, I assume.
Yes.
They kind of slowed down with the body parts.
Okay.
So there
They got
are 5 that are starred.
intimidated.
Okay, maybe they're getting over that. Okay, give us a couple body parts, ladies, and then chat. Why don't you give us? Did I see color somewhere? Chat, give us. Oh, actually, chat, give us a substance. That should be interesting.
For body part, nostril.
Nostril. Okay.
Right nostril this time.
Right
We're being
nostril.
Yeah, there you go.
specific.
Right nostril. And,
Carly, do you have a body
any more?
part?
Does a widow's peak count as a body part?
Ooh, good
Yes.
question.
Okay.
Widow's teeth.
Widow's peak, because like the
Widow's
hair, your
peak.
hair, yeah.
Widow's.
Oh, I didn't realize I had a
That's
widow's
okay.
peak. I have a little widow's peak.
Okay. Adjective and then color.
Stinky.
Is that for chat or?
Stinky.
Adjective. Oh.
No, for you lot.
Chartreuse.
Are we going for stinky? Was that
Stinky
adjective
and
or
chartreuse.
Stinky.
Yeah.
stinky? And I'm definitely gonna need someone to tell me how to spell chartreuse.
Sorry, Rob.
Just
I'll put
spell
it
it
in.
how you'll be able to say it later.
No,
No.
we have a writer as a guest. I need to spell it correctly.
She's an editor.
Love
She'll help you
Rob.
fix it if you get it wrong.
I'll fix
I
it. It's okay.
love
She'll
Rob,
edit our Mad
but
Lib for us.
All right, I
Don't
put it in.
make
I
her
know
do
if it's
her
right.
day job for this.
That's true.
For
She's
her.
off, she's off hours, so yeah.
I feel like chat has surpassed my knowledge of human anatomy.
I
at
know
this
they're
point.
too much. They're too much.
I'm just gonna take that one because I spelled it correctly. Apparently.
Nice.
Did you?
That's a hard one.
Hey!
Yeah.
Way to go, Rob.
Nicely
That's a
Math.
hard one
You
to
need-
spell.
If you need math, I'm your guy. Seriously, I'll do it in my head on the fly while we're having a conversation. But English, no.
No. Well, I'm the
adverb-
opposite. Math's not my
We're a
thing.
good pair.
There we
You and
go.
I got it. We're gonna nail this. This is good. Okay. Adverb and an ing verb.
Did
Two
you get?
ing verbs actually.
Did you get the substance? We have
Oh no.
booze
Substance.
and Vaseline so far.
Booze and Vaseline. I mean, I could just boozy Vaseline. Should we merge them?
Bougie
Bougie-
Vaseline.
No.
Vas-
Or
we don't
butt
like bougie
face.
Vaseline.
An adverb.
I'm
How
a
about-
proponent of simplifying because the Mad Lib is funny enough. Like you don't have to be. I don't know. This is my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. You don't
Yeah.
want to overdo it
So just
Yeah.
from Vaseline. Okay.
Vaseline is good. Yeah.
by like
Okay.
suggesting words like pool noodle, because that's just like
Yes.
going too far.
No. Pool
Okay,
noodle.
so
Welcome to the
we
chat
did need
podcast.
one
An
adverb
adverb?
and two ing verbs.
How about
Gripping.
Gripping. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, vigorously.
Vigorously. Mm.
Vigorously is good.
Vigorously is better.
vigorously.
Yes. Yeah.
And then two ing.
Yeah. Two ing
Ooh,
verbs.
I do like pulsating. That's nice.
Pulsating.
I don't know if that works. Rob can be an editor and decide.
What is that
Roger,
word there? Go,
stop it.
brother.
What are you even doing?
Pulsating. And yes, one other ing verb, and then adverb.
I mean, do we do stabbing?
Stabbing.
Thrusting.
Thrusting. Yes.
Thrusting.
There we
We
go.
haven't done
Thrust-
penetrating yet. It
No.
needs to make it in there.
Thrusting just fits too well.
Okay,
Like, thrusting.
no
I feel
thrusting.
like thrusting could have been the actual word.
Oh, okay.
Sprouting. Yeah, okay, sprouting works. Yeah, adverb. We need body parts plural as well. What is this, mitochondria? Seriously?
There's a lot of those in your body.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We'll put mitochondria as the plural body part.
Toes.
Toes?
Mm-hmm.
Toes. No.
No. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Multiple.
I feel like it could fit too well.
Ribs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Elbows.
No, ribs would fit even better.
No, really.
Ribs.
Elbows.
Butt cheeks.
Butt cheeks. Perfect. Thank you. Someone
I needed there to
understood
be a butt in there somehow.
this. So still need an adverb.
Rob, you
Oh,
might
Rob,
smack
smack
your
your
camera
camera again.
Thanks.
I don't think the smacking
No.
actually works.
No, the smacking doesn't actually work. I think it's because I look away from the camera. I think that's why it's having an issue. One
You need an
second.
adverb.
Dash. You and me are thinking the same.
Roughly.
Roughly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just thinking of how you smacked your camera. I was like, that was rough. That was a rough smack. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh, you were saying ruffly.
No,
Like
roughly.
full of ruffles.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's an adjective.
I was gonna say just let's go to the Regency guide of like how
We
you need
need 4 different past tense verbs.
Rub.
Flounced.
Sorry, what was
Flounced.
Rub.
flounced? Flounced, rub.
Rubbed.
Squatted.
Flounced. Jesus, not how you spell flounced.
FLOU and
Yeah, I threw a H in there for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Flounced. Yeah, I don't know why. H.
That would be the British spelling in here.
Flounce. Rub. Squatted. We need one more.
Squirmed.
Bounced.
Rub.
Ooh, bounce is good.
No, bounce fits to.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Bounce might actually be the original word. Something other. One more past tense verb. Pick one.
Bejazzled.
Is that the word I'm putting in?
Bejazzled. Thank you, Kevin. Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
There we go.
past- okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's past tense.
That's it. It's the only qualifier. That's all you need.
Okay, right. ing verb, noun,
Busking.
busking. Yep, okay. Noun.
Busking. Cat.
Jeez, I need. Sorry.
Cat.
Cat.
I've said cat 3 times.
Have you really?
Okay.
I would like
then it should
kind of
definitely
mumble
get
and
in
I
there.
say like not cat. But
Adverb. Oh my god, there's so many. This is going to take a while, isn't it? Adverb.
Thunderously.
Thunderously.
Good one.
Dang.
Ooh.
See? Good choice
Oh.
right around when we did a Mad Lib,
This
guys.
was a smart
Good job.
choice. Yeah.
How are we so smart?
I mean, it fits very well, but I'm going to let it in because it's such a great word as well.
Okay.
Two more past tense verbs and a color.
Wiped.
I mean, we
Wiped?
had filleted
Yeah.
up earlier.
Oh
from
yeah,
Patrick.
filleted was up.
Should we,
Yeah, filleted is
Filleted?
good too.
should
Yeah,
we
that
make
works.
filleted get in
Filleted,
there?
Okay.
And dipped
Yeah.
from Wolf Brother.
Humped.
Okay.
Humping
Humped.
is great.
Humping is great. Yeah.
Ah!
I'm sure I've got that clip somewhere of
Old
me actually
school
saying that, don't we?
Free full talk moment.
Humping is great.
Yeah.
I said-
That's an old clip because that's like old house as well.
That's
So that's probably
old.
that's almost 2 years old. That
That's-
clip.
I'm just like, I love that so much.
For the record, I did get an English degree. Thank you, Kevin. With a minor in creative writing.
Hey, putting those skills to work.
I need a color and
Puce.
an internal.
I was
organ.
just about to say
I know.
puce.
I was hoping someone would say Pews.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Dark Friend Hive Mind, stop it.
I can't help but think of what's the Christmas movie where they make the lollies in the puce color?
No idea.
Oh,
Because you just said a bunch of English words.
Lollies?
It's... Don't worry, we'll get back to that later.
Lollies?
I think there's like
internal
sweater-
organ.
Translate. Google Translate.
Don't worry. Internal organ.
Coccyx.
That's a bone.
That's
You're right.
well, I mean, a bone
like
is technically an organ. But
Stomach.
No, it's not.
heart,
Ooh, spleen.
liver.
I like
Gallbladder.
spleen.
Bladder. Yeah.
Liver. Because I
Bladder,
have
uterus.
Liver.
Appendix.
Appendix.
Tongue.
Yeah.
That's technically an internal organ.
Tongue. Because liver, heart, it fits too well. Like
Oh,
it could
fits
be
too
what
well.
was
Yeah,
actually
so it needs to be
written.
a weird esophagus.
Lymph node.
Lymph node works.
Lymph node, yeah, there we go.
Yes, that kind of works. Right. Adjective, and because I haven't asked one for a while, give me a past tense verb. Jesus.
I was gonna say prostate. I almost did say that. for the organ.
Actually,
I already said Cochlea Winter's Lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, complete, yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So, adjective. You can also think of a
I've already
verb.
lost my brain on like what all these things are.
Flash.
Adjective, describes a
Flashy?
noun. Okay. No.
Flashy.
Squishy. Squishy.
Squishy.
Squishy's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Past tense verb. Why not? And a regular verb.
Luis Jr. says cheated.
Cheated.
Mhm.
Aroused, also making its way in.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
And a verb. And a plural noun.
Verb.
Queef.
and then a plural noun.
Yes.
Okay.
Bananas?
Bananas.
Mhm.
Should we just do tacos just for?
No.
Put 'em
No.
in.
More tacos.
Queef some
Bananas.
tacos.
Am I putting tacos in? Am I being overrated?
No.
Bananas.
No, you said no.
I said no.
You get
Okay.
editorial prerogative.
Adverb. What word was that? I said that really weirdly. Adverb. Animal parts. Color.
Animal parts / separate thing color. Okay.
Yes. Adverb. animal part, color.
Talons?
Rump. Talons is good.
Talons is good.
Yeah.
I like
Rump is
talons.
better. Rump is better, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel like we need to put purple in as the color.
Okay.
yes.
We should put purple in.
Carly, is
Carly's
there a
favorite.
particular shade of purple you like, or just purple?
Purple's good. We could do violet if we wanted a specific
Violet?
shade.
Ooh, okay, yeah, violet. Yeah.
And then what was the other thing you needed?
Adverb.
Adverb.
And because I haven't asked for one in about 10 seconds, 2 more past tense verbs. Oof.
All right,
There's more
chat,
past
you
tense
guys-
verbs and body parts in this.
Chat, you do the past tense verb.
Sharply?
Sharply.
Stabbily.
Yeah.
She boobed boobily down the stairs.
You busted.
Right, so sorry.
Breasted boobily.
Breasted boobily.
Yes, there's the editor making us correct.
That's me every
All
time
right.
Robert Jordan has someone like cross their hands
Under their breasts.
Under their breasts.
Yes.
Unnecessary mentioning
can't-
of breasts.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but this
But
isn't
they're-
comfortable.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
like
not
that.
comfortable. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
it does
you
not.
don't
here.
do that. You don't do that.
It's like over. It's like over your boobs.
Mhm.
Or no,
It
it's
does.
down across your diaphragm.
Don't like
When
it.
you cross your arms.
Hmm.
It's over your
Ooh,
diaphragm.
snout.
Right.
always-
So sorry.
Rob's like, all right, back. Let's stop talking about boobs.
No, I mean I'm awful. We can talk about boobs. I've got no issue with that whatsoever. I'm just like, you keep saying words, and I'm like, wait, was that a past tense verb? Was that an adverb? Was that you know?
I don't know.
Okay, what do you
What
still
are
need?
your
Chat
holes?
has a couple.
I
Chat has
need-
a couple.
We'll fill your holes.
Okay, I need an adverb.
Adverb.
Anytime.
Adverb.
Wait, I forgot what I said.
Did you
for that.
sharply? Did you do
I said
sharply?
sharply.
Oh, that's the adverb. Okay, yes, right. Sharply. Nicely. Yes, past
Chat,
tense.
Go to
Past
horny
tense
jail.
verb. Chat, go to horny jail.
Shunted.
No.
That's nice.
Please tell me you already put that one on the screen, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Dad.
it needs to be there.
Yeah.
Stroked.
Um,
That's
right.
a past tense verb, by the
It
way.
is past tense. I mean,
It
if you
is.
wanted to do the other one, you could say dicked, which is,
That's
I think,
much
the
better.
official past tense of. Instead of dickened, I think it's dicked.
Yeah, that's
I don't
better.
know. Dickens is
Um,
in relation to Charles Dickens.
adjective.
But then
wait,
the
was
past
there?
tense of to dick down, right?
You need an
Yeah.
adjective?
Yes, adjective. Well, there was a good body part I saw a while back.
Adjective.
Frumpy.
Frumpy.
Yes.
Slovenly.
Which one works better?
Frumpy
Frumpy works better.
Sexy.
Well, the adverb stop on
Yes, past tense verb, body parts.
Did we use stroked already? Because
No, that works too well there.
does it?
Oh no, but it works good there though. Actually.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We've
Is
got
there certain points where I
regretted.
give? Sorry.
We've got regretted, shamed.
Regretted, shamed. Oh, yeah.
pounded.
shamed. Pounded.
Pleased. Pleased is good.
Pound town if you need a noun.
What was before pounded? Sorry. Pleased, was it?
Pleased.
Pleased, I think, is one.
Yeah, pleased. Okay.
You're blurry again.
Oh, jeez. What is going
Smack
on?
it.
Again. It's because I'm. I am.
Smacked.
No, wrong button.
Put
Smacked.
it in
No, I think we filled all the past tense verbs.
Okay.
Yes, so now I need a body part, 2 nouns, a verb, and then plural body parts.
Delete button.
Have you done
So-
foot hair yet? We have foot hair from Silvertooth.
Foot hair.
Foot hair. Yeah.
That works. Okay, foot hair.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You said too many things. I can't remember what
Yeah,
you
you gave
asked
us too
for.
many.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's fine. 2 nouns, 2 verbs.
Okay.
Okay.
Dumpling for noun from Luz Jr.
Dumpling. Yep.
Crank for verb.
Crank for verb.
Catnip for noun.
Oh, for noun, sorry. Yep, need to put it in the wrong place. And yeah, so 1 more verb and plural body parts.
How about love handles?
Love handles, like that.
Wolf Brother said love handle, but we can make that plural.
Yeah, and then just a verb to round us off.
I'm trying to think of a funny one that would be.
It's the culmination of this.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure when it's the
Oh,
last
no,
one.
I like. Sorry, there's an adjective. We've missed an adjective, but yes, the verb does round us off completely.
Okay, adjective and a verb.
Explodes.
Oh, explode is good.
like
That's a good ending. Yeah, explode.
Explode
Yeah.
or explodes, whichever.
And then
Is that for the verb?
Yeah.
That's for the verb.
Yeah.
And then the adjective.
Pearlescent.
Sorry.
Glistening.
Glistening is good. Yeah.
Glistening is good.
Ooh, glistening.
As soon as you said wet, I was like, let me think.
Yeah.
Glistening. Okay, right, let me just check over this.
I
make
just
sure I haven't missed any.
what do you call it in volleyball? Like I set you up so you could spike it.
Yeah.
Good assist. So
Okay.
Rob's gonna read it, but then nobody tell her, chat. Carly, you have to try and guess what scene this is from.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure the layout looks sensible rather than all being weird places and such. Okay. Download and then put it in the system and we can have some fun with this. Thank you
so
for everyone.
excited.
Yep. Hopefully now I can not have my screen totally blur out on me constantly. Right, downloaded. Put it up
I'm
here
impressed
so we
that
can
you
actually
keep
see.
being able to fix it.
I just have to change the the settings, the DPI. So, okay, this is the right one.
Holy
Yes.
cow.
Okay. Yeah. So you have to listen to me carefully as I read out. So let me get rid of the logo for a second as well. Go away, logo. What? Oh.
Nope, still there.
There we go. Right. He had no warning. One instance, she was just fucking there. The next, her uvula was in his left nipple, driving out breath, spelunking him over. Well-turned calf bulging, he fought to keep his feet, to straighten, to moonwalk. Why? She spun like a gleeman, backwards, and her other cochlea against the side of his third testicle drove him staggering. Without a pause, she spooned straight up, kicking out, her soft girdle taking him hard flush in the taint. When his eyes yearned enough to see, he was on his armpit, halfway across the room from her. He could feel treacle pudding on his face. His head seemed stuffed with pillow, and the room seemed to spank. That was when he saw her take a pool noodle from her pouch. Slim blades, not much longer than her right nostril, gleaming in the lamplight. Winding the sheafer around her widow's peak in a stinky motion, she raised the chartreuse veil across her face. Vigorously, he moved by instinct, without pulsating. The cast iron skillet came out of his sleeve, left his hand as if sprouting through Vaseline. Only then did he realize what he had done and stretch out roughly, trying to snatch it back. The hilt flounced between her butt cheeks. She rubbed it to her knees, fell back. Matt squirmed himself up, busking on hands and knees. He could not have stood if his cat hung on it, but he bejazzled to her, muttering thunderously, "Why? Why?" He filleted her veil aside, and those clear puce eyes focused on him. She even humped. He did not look at the cast iron skillet hilts. Those cast iron skillet hilts. He knew where the lymph node was in a body. Why, Melindhra? I always liked your squishy eyes, she aroused. So faint he had to queef to hear. Why? Some bananas are more important than others, Matt Griffin. The slim-bladed pool noodle came up sharply, all her remaining strength behind it, the point driving the dangling rump against his chest. The violet medallion should not have dicked the blade, but the angle was just that much frumpy, and some hidden flaw in the steel pleased the blade off right at the hilt, just as he caught her foot hair. You have the great lord's own dumpling. Why? He stroked. Learn you why. He knew there would be no catnip. Her mouth remained glistening, as though she might crank something more, but her love handles were already beginning.
My stomach hurts.
Carly, welcome to your first threefold Badlands experience. How was that?
Oh, amazing. What was it? You have the Dark Lord's own dumpling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Some bananas are more important than others.
Those are like instant classics.
Yeah.
Her love handles were already beginning to explode.
I mean, if only that was true.
Right?
You should try that skillet on me next week, Leigh. Let's see how it works.
Oh, yeah, next week.
So, Carly, do you recognize the scene for all that chaos?
Yeah.
What scene is it?
When Melindhra tries to kill Matt. Which I remember getting to it being like, ah, because I was sad. I wanted more Melindhra, and then Matt does the.
Yeah, he sticks
stab.
that cast iron skillet
When
between
your
her butt
lover
cheeks,
tries to stab you, I mean, we've all been there.
Pool noodle between the butt cheeks. Is
Pool
quite
noodle
the way to
between the
go.
butt cheeks.
Yeah. Actually, Noma Gardens is right. You have the Dark Lord's own dumpling is a shirt candidate. Actually, that's not a terrible shout.
I do like it.
Patrick,
What was it? Some bananas are more important than others. Matt Cawthon. That's another good shirt.
I just
some
tweeted
bananas
it
are more
from our
important.
account.
Oh my gosh,
that is perfect. We need to work on those two things as t-shirts, or at least stickers or something that people can have. I think that would be funny. We need to get people to vote on which one of those will be our ribbon for this year at conventions.
Ooh, good plan. Good plan.
That could be funny.
Man,
but yeah,
my love handles are exploding in anticipation.
Oh, I don't have a pen, so I can't write it down.
Yeah, I love it, and some of them just worked like really well, like winding the shoofer around her widow's peak. But then in a stinky motion, like what's
Sometimes
they were great.
Some of them were very perfect.
Yeah.
Well done, everybody. Good work, team.
Wow, nice.
Good job, Foldies.
I think that about rounds us out for the evening, which is perfect. Carly, I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
Oh, immensely.
Come back and see us again.
Yes, you'll have to come back and see us again and keep us updated on your book reading.
I will. You're not the only ones that are invested in my journey.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yes.
We're all very excited.
Ooh, do you have any end of show? Do you have any predictions that you really want to come true based on what you've read so far?
I don't know, really. I mean, it's funny because I even remember when I was reading book 5, I was like, I just love that Avienda is Elaine's like best wing woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want more of that. Like,
yeah.
I just want more of the, okay, but also my bestie over here. I just like the women of the book. So it's nice to get a lot of the, like even Elaine and Nynaeve, I'm like, they're such opposites and it's really funny, but also they just kind of bicker like they're a bunch of old marrieds.
Yeah.
So,
that was like one of my favorite things about season 2 was Elaine and Nynaeve getting closer, and I want to see more of that, like more relationships forming like that.
Yeah, they're like pulling those threads from the books out and putting them into the show really well, I think.
Yeah.
I agree. If you want to see more of the lane, that's a nice segue there. Thank you, Bain&Chiad. Please come and join myself and the nipple later himself, Kevin, because Sunday we're kicking off our Glory to the Stars streams. This is a new set of monthly streams Kevin and I are doing where we dig through all the scenes in season 2, character by character, and celebrate them. And of course, we're kicking them off with Kira Coveney, which is Kev's favorite. I think he is more in love with her than he is with nipples. Trolloc nipples, to be specific, obviously. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. We have people joining us and just talking about the scenes and, book connections and all those fun things. And then next month, we'll be doing LAN. So
You'll be doing LAN?
Yeah.
Rock.
Look at you.
All the butt rock. Well, no. There's no butt rock in season 2. We got chest rock. We didn't get butt rock. So, but as I think someone said earlier on in chat, whenever LAN is on screen, we all just become a little bit like Everless. So,
It's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say Daniel Henney is a very distracting person to talk to.
Yes, I can imagine. Yeah.
Especially when you get called out on your nerding. Like when I got really in the weeds about show parallels between Lan and Moiraine, and he was like, I love that. I love that you think about these kinds of things. And I was like, I'm clearly like, it was this intentional? That what did they put this in the show? And he was like, no, I love that you like that. And I felt like it was just his way of going, you adorable little nerd.
I think he's genuinely just like the most Midwestern nice guy, like he cares about his family and his dogs and his,
Oh my God, him and his dogs is just, I mean,
and
it
like,
kills me.
And always wants to ask how people are.
So adorable.
He's so nice.
Yeah, I think, what was it? I can't remember who was saying it, but like the first thing he said to Matt Hatch when he met him on the carpet, the season 1 premiere, was like, how are you doing? Are you how was your flight? Have they set you up somewhere? Are they looking after you? It was like the first thing he said. And that's like, yeah, it's lovely.
What
like, talk about TV show, So yeah,
so good.
Such a nice guy. But yes, come join us, that folks. That kicks off at 12 p.m. Eastern. Kevin and I are not doing it full on 12 hours. Neither of us has the power for that. But we'll probably go somewhere between 6 and 8 hours. We're gonna have some fun with it. But yeah. And if not, just come join us next week. Go check out Carly's stuff on Collider. Her interviews are a lot of fun to read, especially when you get little bits like, let's have a Scrubs musical episode with Donal, because that's probably one of my favorite lines from your interviews, to be honest. Yeah, and that's it. Have a good time, everybody. We'll see you next week. And as we like to say around here, please go out and find yourself some love, water, and shade. Bye.
Bye.
That's really not the right video. I'm doing that again. I'll do that occasionally. Let's make the right video. As soon as I start, I'm like, that's the daily fail.
Charlie, this is where we do the...
Yeah.
Wetlanders.